Hello, Happy New Year, and welcome to Enuani Cultural Forum. I want to use this opportunity to wish you a very prosperous New Year 2026. Ka ashọfụ onyemekwa ya ọhụma o, anyị kpọkwụkwụ ka anyị lue mba. Kechukwu ya ya ashụ ike na ọganishu n'ashọ 2026 na ịbanye tata. Welcome to the year 2026. I'm happy to spend this time with you on this first day of the year and to wish you a happy new year. I'm so glad to be here, and this year we will have lots of amazing activities. By the grace of God, we may go by the grace of God. By the grace of God, we may go ahead to launch at least one book before the first quarter of this year passes. We should be able to launch at least one book. Yes. Welcome to Enuani Cultural Forum. This is wishing you a very happy new year. If you're online, kindly drop a message for me. I'll be glad to read out your message. I'll be very glad to read out your message loud and clear. Happy New Year 2026. Today is the first day of the year 2026. And I'm so happy to see you. I'm glad you are alive and strong in the new year. It's our first broadcast for the year. Our very first live stream for the year 2026. And I'm so glad that you are here to share this moment with me. Our first broadcast for the year 2026. Welcome on board. Welcome to Enuani Cultural Forum. This evening we are going to be looking at what we must do to preserve and promote the Igbo culture and tradition. Why we must work together to preserve and promote the Igbo culture and tradition. That's what we are going to be looking at this evening. Today is the first day of the year 2026, and I'm using this opportunity to greet you. Umunemundi Igbo Daloni. Daloni kunu sikwado anyị na-ashọ garịnị ashọ 2025. Aba na-ekenekwa Chukwu okike abịama. Ka o sidoma anyị ndụ anyị ji anya anyị na-abịa hụ ashọ 2026. Good evening, my brother James. Anyị na-akpa m Chukwu Olise abịama ka o sidoma anyị ndụ anyị wa anya anyị na-abịa hụ ashọ 2026. Wolokwu anyị na-abịa wee baa n'ime mkpọmkpọ akpọ na anyị ndụndụ ajụ na anyị. I'm very grateful to God for keeping us to see this year 2026. It is not by our power, it is not by strength. So many people who are very wealthy, who made preparations for this year, could not live to see the year 2026. So it's an amazing privilege to be alive here. And we are saying, we are putting it out here today being the first day of the year, that this year we are looking at the prospect of launching a book. At least before the first quarter of this year goes out, we will launch a book that will help in promoting and preserving the Igbo language. Because any language that is not well documented is at the verge of extinction. So we are going to do something remarkable this year. At least for the first quarter of this year, we should be able to put out a book to help guide us towards the preservation and restoration of the Igbo language. Maka na asụsụ Igbo amake. Asụsụ Igbo amake. Thank you, my brother Joel Ofoma. nwanne jisie ike ka ife ọma mere gị daalụ nwanne m Chineke gọzikwa gị. So if you're just coming online and this is your first time of coming across any of our videos, kindly double tap on the video. Double tap on the video to give it a thumbs up. Double tap on the video to give me a thumbs up, okay? Also share to your audience so that you can drag in more people here. Share to your audience. It's a new year and I'm very glad to see you in this new year. I'm glad to be online in this live video with you. I'm glad to start the year with you. I'm glad to grow this year with you. I'm very, very glad. My brother James and my brother Joel, it's so nice to have the two of you online. I've seen your comments. If you're here watching this video, kindly drop a comment as well so that I can acknowledge you. Thank you to everyone who supported the Enuani Cultural Forum throughout the year 2025. As we are starting the year 2026, I'm also soliciting for your support, your massive support. Share our videos to your friends, subscribe to our channel, interact with the videos, give us suggestions where you feel there are areas we can improve. Suggest to us if there are topics you would like us to look into, to do a little research on and talk about. Do so. These are things you can do to support the platform. You can also go as far as supporting us financially if you can. But very importantly, subscribe to the channel. I'm so glad to have you on board. I'm so glad to have you on board. So here are ways we can preserve the Igbo language and culture. The most important way for us to preserve our language is for us to speak it. Yes, nnoye eriko osi onwone ka anyị ga-esi kwado asụsụ Igbo karịa na onwonye eme anyị na-asụ asụsụ Igbo. Onwe ozi echu izipụ na anyị sụọ na asụsụ Igbo. Onwone nye karịna maka na onwone na enwe na-ada eri nri asụ ụwa mụsha n'ukpe. Ọ dị mkpa, ọ dị nnukwute mkpa na onwe ihe ọbụla anyị na-eme dịka ndị Igbo anyị agba mbọ kaba arụ hụ na anyị na-asụ asụsụ Igbo n'agbanyeghị the number of people there, n'agbanyeghị the tribe of people there. Ọ bụrụ ana na mmemme ahụ bụ mmemme ndị Igbo ka anyị gbaa mbọ hụ na anyị mee ka ọ bụrụ na asụsụ Igbo ka eji wee kwuo okwu n'ebe ahụ. Ọtụtụ oge ị ga-ahụ French Prime Minister ebe ọ na-enye public address on national TV, sometimes ọ ga-abụcha CNN, ọ ga na-asụ French ya. The same thing with the Chinese, ha ga na-asụ Chinese ha. The same thing with all other countries that value their language. Ịhụcha Vice Chancellor ndị German, ọ na-asụ German. So ka anyị gbaa mbọ hụ n'ịhụnanya anyị nwe n'ebe asụsụ Bekee dị, emeghị ka anyị tụfuo asụsụ Igbo. Asụsụ Igbo bụ asụsụ nna 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 anyị, the language of our ancestors. Ọ asụsụ ahụ ka eji wee kwuo ihe niile dị n'omenala Igbo. It is very important that we project and protect that language ka ọ rapụ ịna. Because a language not spoken is a language at the verge of extinction. Nke ahụ bụrụkwa ofu. The next one bụ Igbo attires. Ọzọ ka nke bụ uwe eji wee mara ndị Igbo. O nwere uwe eji wee mara ndị Igbo. Onye Igbo jikere pụta ịhụ ya anya ma na onye a bụ onye Igbo. Irrespective of the modernity and the different kinds of dressings and dress codes that prevail in this modern time. Once in a while, ịgba mbọ jikere dịka onye Igbo pụta, ahụ gị amara na onye a bụ onye Igbo. Ọtụtụ mmadụ ga-ahụkwa ekike ahụ ikere n'anya wee jụọ gị, ekike a ikere onye ihe a na-akpọ ya, isi ya na nke a bụ ekike ndị ọzọ n'ala Igbo, nke a bụ ekike ndị echiri echichi n'ala Igbo, nke a bụ ekike ndị ụmụ ntorobịa n'ala Igbo, nke a bụ ekike ụmụ agbọghọ n'ala Igbo. Hey, it don't happen again. It has happened again. Okay, so what just happened again is that we have just experienced a power outage. It is a normal thing, very normal thing in Nigeria, especially the part of Nigeria where I am. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother nwoke Ezike. Ihe anyị kwuru dị oke mkpa. Ị ahụ ndị mmadụ, amarazi m otu ofe nsala si wee wọrọ white soup. White soup, a na-akpọzi ofe nsala wọrọzịa white soup. Arapụ ịkpọ ya ofe nsala, a na-akpọ ya white soup. Ofe onugbu awọrọzịa bitter leaf soup. Mana ị ga-ahụcha onye ahụ, ofe ndị ofe mmanụ na-ete, ọ ga-akpọ ya aha, ọ sị ya, achọrọ m ịgagharị amara na ewedu. Gịnị mere ịkpọ ha ewedu ahụ oyibo? Kpọọ ya aha bekee na. Mana ọ bụrụ nke Igbo, ị ga-ahụ ya bitter leaf soup, banga soup. Ofe akwa awọrọla banga soup. Vegetable soup. The vegetable you will not even know his name. Oha soup, they have not found a name to give Oha soup. I'm very sure they will find a name for it. Ofe ahụ na ihe ndị ahụ a na-esi a na-eri eji wee mara ndị Igbo, dịka ọha, dịka ofe ede, dịka ofe akwụ, dịka ofe nsala. Kpọọ ya aha Igbo. African salad. I'm eating African salad. Nne ihe ị na-eri bụ abacha. Ihe ị na-eri bụ iwe akpụ. O nwere aha a na-akpọcha ya. Maybe i chere na abacha bụ aha bekee maka na akpọrọ ya abacha. Ọ mbacha ka abachara akpụ ahụ. Ihe a na-akpọ ya n'obodo nsi wee bịa bụ iwe akpụ. Iwe akpụ. Ọ ihe a na-akpọ ya. But you see them modern days. I'm eating abacha. I'm eating African salad. Come and join me. Oh, beans cake. Akara ka a na-akpọcha beans cake ihe ahụ. Eating beans cake. Even a na-akpọ garị. A na-akpọ ya cassava flakes. Ihe ndị ahụ anyị nwere n'Igbo eji wee mara ndị Igbo. Ka anyị rapụ ịhapụ ha ka ha laa n'iyi. Gbanwụsịa aha ha niile. Aha ị kwesịrị ịkpọ ya, ị gaghị akpọ ya. Ị na-akpọ ya aha oyibo or aha bekee, so that it can look modern, so that it can look posh. The aim was not for it to look posh, but for it to look original. In trying to be what we are not, we lose who we are. And it is not good for us to lose who we are. We must continue to maintain our cultural identity. Maka na ọ dị oke mkpa. Ihe ahụ dị oke mkpa wụ na ụmụ Igbo strive as much as we can to maintain our cultural identity. Ọzọkwa, ịmụ ọnwa n'ala Igbo, nye ya aha Igbo. Let's stop the embarrassing ourselves. If you like the Yoruba people so much, you want to name your son Kayode, it's not a problem. Name your son Kayode o, gwụọ ya aha Igbo. Maybe o mechaa n'iru ya wọrọzịa Chibuzo Kayode Okonkwo. Nke ahụ abụrụzi ihe imetala onwe gị, Chibuzo Kayode Okonkwo. But gbaa mbọ hụ na ị nyere nwa gị aha Igbo ka e wee mara na ọ bụ onye Igbo. Look at this footballer that plays for Uganda. Ikpeazu. They asked him, he said his father is from Delta State. I've checked. I don't know which part of Delta ana aza aha ahụ, but he knows he is an Igbo man and his father is from Delta State. because of his name. Assuming his name was Johnson Michael, that attention on the media na-enye, you will not see it as well. So biko na ụmụnne m, ka anyị gbaa mbọ hụ na anyị na-echekwa na-akwado asụsụ Igbo ka ọ rapụ ịna. Ndewo nwanne m, Chineke gọzie gị. So biko nụ ka anyị gbaa mbọ hụ na anyị na-akwado asụsụ Igbo. Ihe ọbụla anyị na-eme, ịmụ ọnwa gwụọ ya aha Igbo, na-asụrụ ha Igbo. Ịsụọrọ ha asụsụ Igbo, tụọrọ ha ilu Igbo, na-akọrọ ha akụkọ Igbo, akụkọ ndị bekee na-akpọ folk tale. O nwere ihe ịjụ nna m mụtara m, ọ gaghị aza gị with one or two Igbo proverb. O nwere ihe ị ga-ajụ ya, he will have a proverb to answer you. My father did not want you to just speak Igbo. Ọ chọrọ ka ị dị proficient in that Igbo, mastery of the highest order. Ị jụọ ya papa, maka anyị na-akpọ ya papa. Papa Ede, Ede wu our chieftaincy title. So ikene ya papa Ede, ọ sị gị ndo, naanị ka ọ dị. Ịza ya na ọ dị mma. Ahụrụ m ndị m na-agwa mmadụ na ọ dị mma is not a good answer. I just laugh. Ọ dị mma, it's fine. I am fine. We are fine. Ọ dị mma, not adị m mma. It is not personal. How are you is not talking about only you in our language, in Igbo language. When they say otu imere, naanị ka ọ dị. When somebody says naanị ka ọ dị, he's not asking only about you. So you say adị m mma. You say ọ dị mma. You are answering for you and for your household and for everything that concerns you. You may be well, but your farmland is not well. So when you say ọ dị mma, it means everything is well. We cannot just wake up one day and change our language because of people that try to do translation to English. We are not here to translate or compare Igbo with English. Igbo is very unique. N'asụsụ Igbo ajụọ gị naanị ka ọ dị, kedu ka ọ dị? Ị na-aza for just yourself. Ihe ị na-aza bụ maka gị nwa na ihe niile gbasara gị. It can be your farm, it can be your house, livestock. Our livestock are as important as ourselves in Igbo. Because when ihe kwesịrị ime mmadụ, ọ hapụ ime ya, mee his livestock, the animals will just start dying. So mmadụ jụọ gị kedu ka ị mere, naanị ka ọ dị, ịza ya na ọ dị mma. So n'asụsụ Igbo, ịjụọ nna m, papa, naanị ka ọ dị, ọ sị gị na ewu na-atụ ụza dị ndụ. Ewu na-atụ ụzịza dị ndụ. Ọ ihe ọ na-agwa gị bụ na as long as the goat still feeds, it is alive. It's telling you by proverb that I am well, but I am not so well. That is what that means. So anyị ga-akaba arụ hụ na anyị na-akụziri ụmụ anyị ihe na-akọ, kụziri ụmụ anyị asụsụ Igbo. Teach your children the Igbo language. It takes nothing away from them. In fact, they lose nothing. They will only lose when they fail to learn their indigenous language. That is when they will lose. How will they lose if they fail to learn their indigenous language? When your child grows up without knowing how to speak asụsụ Igbo, ọ maghị asụ asụsụ Igbo, o nwere ihe ị ga-akọrọ ya n'asụsụ Igbo, ọ ga-anụta. Maka na iche na asụsụ Igbo just for communication. It is not just for communication. It is beyond communication. Omenala Igbo is in Igbo language. Igbo na-agụ ọjị is in Igbo language. Ihe niile Igbo na-eme is in Igbo language. Igbo na-atụ ilu in Igbo language. Not for communication alone. So, what if one day your children wish to speak with their grandfather or their grandmother? Asị na ha chọọ iso nna nna ha kwuo okwu, ọ nne nne ha kwuo okwu, ọ na-asọrọ ha Igbo, anaghị anụ ihe ọ na-ekwu. How do you think your own parent will feel about you? You'll be laughing like a sheep. You get any arrive, no problem, mommy. You know it's because it's Lagos. It's not because it's Lagos. It's because you are irresponsible. You have to own up. You have to own up to it. You could not take responsibility. So it is not the fault of your children. Most times, I don't blame the children. I usually go to the parent first. I know it is difficult, but parents have to be diligent. Kabaru. Ihe na-eme ugbu a bụ na ịsụọrọ nwa gị. Thank you so much, my brother Chidubem. As you join, just double tap so that the video can come up. You can give it a what's it called? Thumbs up by double tapping the video. So double tap on the video to give it thumbs up. So ịsụọrọ nwa gị asụsụ Igbo, ọ zaa gị na Bekee. Ịsụọrọ Igbo, ọ zaa gị na Bekee. Insist. Nwa gị bịakwudo gị na-asụrụ gị asụsụ Bekee, mee ka ị naghị anụ ihe ọ na-ekwu. Act deaf. Wee ruo na ọ sụọ ya na asụsụ Igbo. I can imagine my 2-year-old daughter telling me, Daddy, I said, Daddy Nanya, Daddy Nanya. I will just look and she will tell me what she wants to tell me. She's making steps, 2 years old. She will tell me, Daddy Nanya, Daddy Nanya, Daddy Nanya. She must have said Daddy look more than 4 times. I will not even look. When I'm complaining, the senior one will come and tell me, Daddy, I say yes, say kiddo. Kiddo, like what is it? In our language, beautifully, in our own particular tribe dialect of Igbo language, Asosobolo. It is very important. Why you do that? You teach your children values. In fact, let me tell us a story. Very funny story. When I was in the university, our Igbo lecturer was teaching us. Now, why na mgbe onye ahụ ga-eru ihe eji nwaanyị eme, oruzi ihe eji nwaanyị eme. One woman now raised hand and said, Maazị Ibekwe. He said, yes. Enwere m ajụjụ. Sị ya jụọ na. Nwaanyị ahụ wee jụọ, biko Maazị Ibekwe, olee ihe ejikwa nwaanyị eme? Kedukwa ihe eji nwaanyị eme? Mgbe ọbụla ị na-ekwu okwu, ị na-ekwu olu ihe eji nwaanyị eme, onye ruo ihe eji nwaanyị eme. I've never heard you say oru ihe eji nwoke eme. Ọ naanị nwaanyị ka eji eme ihe, olee ihe ahụ eji nwaanyị eme? It's very funny, right? And so what we all know that ihe eji nwaanyị eme means when a woman is mature. When a woman is mature and of marriageable age. So let it not be that when your children come of marriageable age, they have lost the ability or they never had the ability at all to speak Igbo language. The shame is not on them. The shame is fully on you as a parent. Know this and know peace. If your children wound up not knowing how to speak the Igbo language, the shame is not on them. The shame is on you, the parent. Bikono. Ọ bụ na ị ga-ewere ihe a dịka ndị ọbịanoge na-akpọ, ndị a na-akpọ Gen Z na-akpọ New Year resolution, were ya gbaa mbọ kaba arụ hụ na ị na-asụrụ ụmụ gị asụsụ Igbo, na-atụrụ ha ilu n'Igbo, na-akọrọ ha akụkọ ndị ahụ, akụkọ Mike Ejaya, all those kind of stories, folk tale. Werezie folk tale ndị ahụ na-ezi ihe uche. Ọ ihe nna m na-eme. Akọrọ gị one folk tale, ajụọ gị olee ihe ị mụtara, kedu ihe ị mụtara n'akụkọ a nkọrọ gị? Iche na akụkọ mba ahụ a na-akọ na just na-akọ ya na ha amaghị ihe a ga-arụ, ọ na-enwe ha aka ọrụ. Mbe ka a sị na ọ kpọtara ụmụ ya na-atọ, jụọ ha. Nke mbụ, ọ jụọ nke mbụ, onye ihe ga-eme ka ị nwere uche? Ọ sị na ihe mee ya o nwere uche. Agbesegba otula ọmụrụ akọ, ọ ihe a na-asụ n'agbọ. Agbesegba mmadụ n'ike o nwere uche. Ọ jụọ nke ekpo na-abụ, olee ihe ga-eme ka ị nwere uche? Ọzọ ya, nna m, nhụ onye ihe mere dịka nwanne m, enwere m uche. Ọ jụọ nke atọ wee gwa ya na ọhụ ndị ihe mere ya were ya nwere uche. The right thing. You don't wait for things to happen to you. We are seeing it every day. We have seen parents who are 80, 90, 100. We have seen some who are 60, 50, living with regrets already. What is their regrets? They have children who are in the university, in Lagos born, Abuja born, Port Harcourt born, some of them even shamefully village brought up. Na maro ka esi asụ asụsụ Igbo. ihere emegbuo dibịa ebe a na-ebu ozu nwa ya. Ike nwa dibịa ga-eji anyhow mkpọrọgwụ agwụ n'ọhịa. Mana ugbu anyị ga-ahụcha onye ọ bụla ọ na-akwụzi English, Igbo, ụmụ ya amaghị asụ asụsụ Igbo, ụmụ ya anaghị anụ Igbo. Ịjụọ ha the first thing ị ga-ahụ bụ their parents amapụta. Oh, Okechukwu, my son. Very, very good. He understands everything you're saying. Just the problem is that he doesn't speak. It's his fault. They are quick to shift the blame. It is not a time to apportion blame, because if there's any blame, it is on you, the parents. Ndị ahụ na-ekwu okwu ha niile macha asụ Yoruba na-asụ Hausa. Ịjụọ ha nna ya sị, ebe ọ gara akwụkwọ na there's so many Yoruba people there, full of excuses. Ihere emegbuo gị. Ụmụ gị anaghị asụ asụsụ obodo ebe isi wee bịa. Ọ bụrụ na ị bụ onye ubunukwu dịka mụnwa, mgbe ụmụ gị ahụ ga-ebunata gị n'ozu, I pity them before the elders, and I pity you in death, because ha na-asụrụ ha bekee, ha na-asụrụ ha asụsụ Igbo. Ụmụ gị a na-ele dịka atụrụ pụta n'ugbo ọhịa, n'ugbo ọhụrụ. They'll be looking like zombie. It is very shameful, and it can be corrected, especially if your children are still small. I have young children as well, so I'm not saying things that I cannot be done. I have young children, and because of ihe na-eme na Nigeria, nwata nọrọ 6 months to 1 year, highest 2 years, atụọla ya atụnye na class. When we were young, you would be up to 6 years, you have not even started school, because ị ga-eme aka gị otu a. Ọnwụ na oruhu ntị gị, you have no business in the classroom. Mana ugbu a, ị ga-ahụ nwatakịrị 6 months, you started school. When my first daughter started school, for the first 1 month or so, the teacher was complaining she was looking like a zombie in class. She doesn't understand what they are saying. Maka na ọ naghị anụ bekee. Okay, so it's with time. But now, she's speaking that bekee, and now also speaking my language. It's a win-win. Nobody will teach my children my language. But bekee, if I look for English teachers today, I can find 20 or 100. If I decide to look for somebody who will teach them my Igbo dialect of Ubuluku people, I will not find 3 in the next 1 year. So, Bikono, thank you so much, my dear Ego. Ego, thank you. Thank you. I love listening to you. I wish you will make a video on the difference between Southeast Igbos and Igbozo wedding culture. Igbozo. Okay, don't worry. I'll do so. When we say Southeast Igbos, you know, in the Southeast, the marriage culture is not uniform. When people say Southeast, they just think it's just one community. The way they marry an Umbise girl is not the way they will marry an Olo girl. The way they marry an Olo girl is not how they will marry an Okigwe girl. The way they marry an Soka girl is not how they will marry a girl from Afipo. The way they marry an Ebonyi girl is not the way they will marry somebody. It's just that way. The way they marry somebody from Ongwa is not the way they will marry an Aba girl. It's different. Sure, you understand it? So when we say Ibuzo, even in that Ibuzo, there are 2 factions, not factions, there are 2 groups in Ibuzo. Anyị nwere ndị Ibuzo Isu, ndị Isu na Mbọgwụ, they are from Isu. Anyị nwekwara ndị Ibuzo Ogboli, they are descendants of Ogboli. That is Esiri wee bịa Ibuzo bịa biri. So their own internal culture is different too. In my community, although our culture is uniform, but Odibende also prevails. So Odibende is very, very important in studying culture, because ihe a na-eme n'ebe m si wee bịa, that is ụmụnna m si wee bịa, can differ from ihe a na-eme in my same community o another ụmụnna. Just slight differences. The bride price may remain the same. Mana ị ga-ahụchakwa some families that will say this bride price is for ndị ọbịa. Ndị ọbịa in their mind is somebody who is a visitor. That is a way of them encouraging internal marriage, somebody marrying from the village. I married from my village anyway. It's very important that Ndi Igbo also marry Ndi Igbo. It helps to preserve our cultural identity. You see this mix-up that we later started doing, which we could not avoid. It is unavoidable. It's played a very huge role in one, demystifying and diminishing the Igbo culture. Thank you, Lucky. God bless you. Good evening. Happy New Year, everyone. If you're just joining us and it's your first time of seeing our video, please go to the channel and hit the subscribe button. We're actually fetching for subscribers. We assumed that by now, which is the first day of the year 2026, we will have hit 15,000 subscribers, but we didn't make it. You can help us make it. You who has not subscribed, because if you check our viewership, it's very, very big, but you will see 90-something% are non-subscribers. Just 7% or 6 are subscribers. It's just very funny. It means we are reaching new people, but those new people are not subscribing. They are just watching the videos and moving on with their lives. It's not okay. So do it well. Go to the channel and subscribe. So that while you're watching the video, you're also a subscriber. Then when we end the video, we will have seen how many people subscribed while we were airing the video, how many people interacted, how many people shared. These things go a long way to promote a video's performance on the algorithm, even the channel performance, because the video's performance is the channel's performance. Thank you, everyone. I decided to do this live stream so that I can wish us a happy new year. And also tell us that there's so much we can do to preserve the Igbo cultural heritage. So many of them. We are discussing the material parts now, that like language, the clothing, the food. There are other aspects of life that are not tangible. Moral character. Igbo anaghị atọ ntọ. People who are liars in the Igbo society are usually scorned and hated and treated differently. In fact, Igbo na-ekwu okwu si na eziokwu bụ ndụ. Truth is life. I don't know if there is any other ethnic group that says so. Igbo na-ahụ eziokwu dịka ndụ. Ntụ bụ ọnwụ, eziokwu bụ ndụ. Eziokwu bụ ndụ is an Igbo saying. Truth is life, lie is death. Igbo anaghị atụ ntọ. Igbo na-akwụrụ n'eziokwu, kwụsie ike. Even ma n'ọnwụ ma na ndụ, Igbo na-akwụrụ n'eziokwu. So there are things you should teach your children about the Igbo people and inculcate it into them. Let us promote integrity of Ndi Igbo. Ihe ndị ahụ ejigwe mara Ndị Igbo. Happy New Year to you, my dear brother Jojo Ken. Happy New Year. So nwere ndị ihe ndị ejigwe mara Ndị Igbo that are very, very strong and cannot be waved away, cannot even be wished away. Let us strive to protect them. Thank you so much, Chukwu Mokoye. God bless you. So, Bikono, let us protect the Igbo cultural values. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, thank you. Let us protect the Igbo cultural values. Let us protect and preserve them. When we have protected and preserved them, we can now promote them. Hindi ejiwe mara Ndị Igbo. Amala Ndị Igbo for industry, for value, for human life. Igbo people value the human life so much that it is a taboo in Igbo culture to take away life. Even one's own life, it is a taboo to take away your own life in Igbo culture. This is how much Ndị Igbo value human life. So bikono, ụmụ Igbo, ụmụnne m, na ụmụnna m, biko nụ ka anyị jisi ike na-akwado asụsụ Igbo, na-akwado omenala Igbo, na-akwado ihe niile dị mma eji wee mara ndị Igbo, na-akwado ihe niile dị mma eji wee mara ndị Igbo, and shun evil. Shun evil. Etinyekwana aka n'ajọ ihe. This is 2026. Igbo na-atụ ilu na-asị n'oge onye oshi ji ike mkpụcha eluga emeri nke. Oge onye oshi ji wee na-ele anya nke ọ ga-ezu is enough for him to go and build his own. That is an Igbo saying too. Biko na ụmụ Igbo, let us also think homewards. Maka na wetu amadu n'ilo ọgbasi ụnọ. Wetu amadu n'ilo ọgbasi ụnọ. Akwụlue ọnọ ochie eze. While you are making investments all over the world, chetakwa ebe isi wee bịa. Remember home. Remember the road that will lead you home. Go home and invest. Go home and invest. Let it not be, because the strategy they have used in the past, we have cried out so much that the world has taken notice. Now they are no longer destroying shops of ụmụ Igbo. Ihe na-anụzi bụ na shop na-agba ọkụ. Every week you will see one or two shops. Sometimes human beings like the one we saw the other day, people were burnt. Biko na ụmụ Igbo, come back home and invest homewards. Let's invest homewards. This is also 2026. Another election year is here upon us. Those who are politically active will tell you that it is in 2026 that the primaries will hold. The primaries that will bring in the front line candidates of the political parties that will stand election in 2027. They will all be decided in this year 2026. Ụmụ Igbo, ka anyị nwụkọ ọnụ mmiri n'ofu ebe ka ọ gbọọla anyị ụfụfụ. Let us urinate at a spot so that it can foam. Let us all urinate at a spot so that it can foam for us. We all know what this means. We must all come together to throw up an Igbo candidate. If you don't know why we must throw up an Igbo candidate, let me explain it to you very well. Since 1982 that Alex Ekwueme was vice president of Nigeria, no Igbo man, and I'm not saying the southeast or old eastern region, no Igbo man has been the president of Nigeria or its vice since 1982. 1982 to now, you can now check how many years it is. That's 44 years. It's up to you to think it through, whether it is justice. If you say, oh, there were military regimes then, okay. We came back to democracy in 1999. And they said they need a southern president. After all, northerners have been dribbling Nigeria like football. Look at it from 1992-91. From Babangida to Abacha, from Abacha to Abdusalami, from Abdusalami, they now said, give us a southern president. Who was that southern president? Olusegun Obasanjo ran against Olufalaye. Yoruba people. He ruled for 8 years, handed over to a northerner, Umaru Musa Yar'Adua. Fate took him out, and Ijaw man continued and did total of 6 years. When he finished, they said, oh, they need an Hausa man to complete Hausa people's time. They used APC. Buhari entered. He ruled for 8 years. Used the Yoruba man as his vice. When he finished, they said they need a southern president. Another Yoruba man came out. Anywhere you are as an Igbo person, Tetanola, wake up. Wake up. Don't be asleep. Stop fighting your fellow Igbo brothers and sisters when we say let's unite and throw up a candidate, and stop looking for faults. Is it Peter Obi that will rule us? Is it this one that ruled Anambra? What did he do in Anambra? The ones that have been ruling you since 44 years now, what have they ruled out? Igbo, let us come together. This is not a political platform, but I know the power of political power. I know how powerful political power can be. So let us not throw away the quest for political power. Let us get involved. I will be talking more about politics this year. I'll be talking more about politics. And I'll be projecting an Igbo candidate. I am Igbo-centric. This is an Igbo-centric platform as well. In case you don't like Ndi Igbo, it's time to exit. This is an Igbo-centric platform. I am not those ones that say they are the tribalized Nigerian. I am from a tribe, which is Igbo, and I put it first before any other thing. People have put us last, so I cannot join them to put us last. I put us first. Because no gozo. Umu Igbo, have a very wonderful new year. Set your goals, chase it, and achieve it. There's nothing at all too difficult for us to achieve if you put your mind to it. Whatever you have as a plan, you will achieve it. Please, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button by the time this video ends. Double tap on the video as well to give it a thumbs up. I want to sincerely thank you for watching this video. I will look forward to seeing you the next time we do a live stream. I just posted a video discussing extensively things we must do to preserve the Igbo language. Kindly go to our channel and find the video. Watch it, drop your comments there, and share it to your audience. Daalụnụ, Chineke gọzie unu. Ka ashọ na-emekwa ya ọha. Nya ikwukwo mbụ ka ikwu abụọ. Anyị ma akwụchasịkwa aka tie n'ọkwụkwọ akwụ. Onye si ka o gbuo anyị ga-egbu onwe ya. Onye chụkọ na anyị nwa ada, onye anyị chụkọ nwa ada. Aka ma bịa anyị n'anị. Ike aka ga-eji bịa anyị n'anị anyị wee bie na mkpụrụkwụ. Aka ma bịa anyị n'anị bụ onye aka bi na ya ma bịa ya aka apịtị. Daalụ na Chukwu ya gọzie unu ka ọ dị n'oge ọzọ. Daalụ na nwa Igbo.